Hi guys, it's Kat at spiritual-candy.com, awakening with you to the relationship you really want with today's free online tarot pick a card reading, and it is the daily love reading. So today's reading is intuitive, and remember it's also general, so if some of the messages don't resonate, just ignore them and take whatever does. If you want your own private reading, it's £20 for 20 minutes and you get your reading within 48 hours. So my goal at spiritual-candy.com is to help you have a better relationship with yourself and others. So for more free tools and books, please head over to spiritual-candy.com and check it out. So I hope you're all great and that you find today's reading helpful. If you do, feel free to like and subscribe. And of course, you can hit the bell if you want to be notified of future messages from the guides. Okay, so please feel free to pause the video if you want to make a selection. Here we go with today's reading. Hi number ones, how you doing? I hope you're great. So, your daily love message. Okay. So this is how can you take that next step? What step do you need to take to move things forwards in your romantic life? So it doesn't really matter whether you're single or in a relationship. We're looking at how can we move things forwards? How can we move things along? It's interesting because I can see some stuff's been going on. There's definitely a need for you to be intuitive. Excuse me. Listen to your spirit. Ask your intuition what you need to do. Listen to the signs and signals. Look for the signs and signals. Be aware of how and where you're being guided, because you are being guided, but you do need to make space and time to listen. So make sure you're finding time every day to check in with your intuition, check in with your guides. This can be done through just taking 5 minutes and breathing. It could be taking 3 conscious breaths during the day as well. It doesn't have to be like it doesn't have to be great big long chunks of time. Now obviously if that resonates with you and you do very extensive meditation practice, then that's great. But if you don't feel you have time for that, or you find it hard, you know, whatever you can do that just quietens your mind. So you can do it during you know, say if you're exercising or taking a shower, you can be mindful while you're doing it, and that is the key. All right, because that's going to give you the step to move things forwards. Okay, Justice is here saying that the right thing is and will happen. It might not feel like it at the minute for some of you because we've got this 3 of Swords, but the right thing is happening. There's also a real call here for anyone who's being underhand or trying to play games. It's best if you don't. The Justice card says that, you know, the karma will whip right round and bite you. So if you are being underhand or difficult or mean or trying to play a game to get a certain result, this will not be great for you. You must be just and fair at this time. I mean, it's always a good idea, but they're saying, you know, you will notice if you try to play tricks or games that it will have a heartbreaking effect on you. You've got to be intuitive. You've got to do what you know is right. And if you do, you know, you can find this whole situation quite cathartic. The 3 of Swords says that there may be some difficulty, some disappointment or sadness going on at the minute, but actually feeling it and doing what is right and following your heart will allow this block to be removed. You know, the rain in the background symbolizes the sort of cleansing of the situation. So I hope this makes sense. So much love, number ones. I'll see you tomorrow or on a private reading. In the meantime, please like and subscribe. Hi number 2s, how are you doing? I hope you're great. So, your daily love message. Wow, all major arcana. So, is anything... It's not so much today that there's something you need to do or to take action on. More that there is a general theme in your life. Or there are general themes in your life, and that today it's about kind of observing them and honouring them. And it doesn't mean that things can't happen today. It just means that you need to be observant of these themes that are going on across the sort of wider spectrum of your life. In general, it's about taking action. Okay, they're saying this is about how you take action, how you move forward. This is the Authority card. This is the Emperor in the John Holland deck. So this is about how you move forward, how you take action. Right, it's very simple, number twos. In order to get the outcome that you want, in order to be able to rule your kingdom and get things sorted the way you would like them, there's two things they're advising for you today, and in general in terms of the themes of your life. You maybe have noticed this coming through other channels for you, but the first one is to stick to your path, learn properly, take your time, be a good student, and maybe also be a good teacher. The Hierophant is about that steady spiritual path, you know, and it's about that sort of diligence to stay on the path. It's like not being erratic, not flying here and there. There's things you need to learn, and it's about going into that, what you feel at the core of you is your truth, what's right for you. You know, so this can have like a moral element, the Hierophant. But it's got that ceremonial element as well, with it being a religious kind of a card. The point is, it's about that kind of steady movement towards where you want to be, not racing here and racing there. And, you know, it's not saying you won't have impulsive ideas. We all have them, and it doesn't mean you shouldn't act on inspiration either. But there's something about steady, measured action where you learn and you do what's right. And there's an element of kind of discipline with the Hierophant, okay? And it's interesting because you've also got Temperance. For me, this is spiritual maturity, the ability to keep moderation in all things, to keep that moderate line, to balance the emotions, to not be too erratic. So there's something about steady motion forward. So if today you've got that inclination to make a rapid movement to the left or right, and you kind of have got that restless energy, there's nothing wrong with it per se, but check in with your intuition, check in with your spirit. Is that really the right thing to do? Or is it your ego wanting like a quick response, or wanting like a quick bit of excitement or gratification? Because the general energy here is about slow and steady progress and balanced energy. So I hope this makes sense. See you number twos either on tomorrow's reading or a private reading. In the meantime, please like and subscribe. Hi number threes. Hope you're great. So let's look at your daily love reading or message. I'm going to put these the other way around. This will make more sense. Okay, so what do you need to do or know to move your relationship forwards? Okay, I do see that there is a real positive new beginning coming for you. It might be a little bit different, or a little bit surprising, or a little bit unexpected. You maybe don't know what you're doing entirely. There is a suggestion here, you don't fully know what you're doing, so there may be some element of what you're doing that will involve some unknown. I mean, all new beginnings involve unknown, but I mean more than average. But the thing is, this is a time of a new start, of a new beginning, of taking a leap of faith. It might be a little unexpected. The Fool does say expect the unexpected, really. But the thing is, you can actually get quite a bit of comfort and joy and what you want around this time. There is the possibility that if you do embark on this, because this is more like the theme around this time, it's not today on its own, you've had this opportunity to kind of move towards something new recently. It can actually bring you some comfort. If you're waiting for some sort of message that would feel abundant, or some sort of action, perhaps today will be the day, because the general energy is of a daily kind of nature, because this is the Minor Arcana, and it is the 9 of coins, so it is a sense of abundance and kind of reaping the rewards of your hard work. So it is possible that you'll get some sort of physical, tangible reward, if you know what I mean, today. It is possible. But the point is, in general, this is a good opportunity, this new beginning. The thing is though, you do need to choose carefully. There's an element of choice involved in this new beginning, and you need to make the choice sensibly, because if you don't make an intuitive choice, it could backfire on you. So there's some elements that you need to choose. Don't procrastinate. Equally, don't be impulsive. Make a measured choice. Don't race into a choice either, because the Fool does come with that kind of caveat of, yes, it's all exciting and take a leap of faith, but don't be foolish. Look before you leap, you know. So there's a difference between being brave and being silly, you know. So yeah, you've got to be brave, but you know, if you can look first, why just walk in with your eyes closed? If you can open your eyes and have a look, it's probably preferable to just leap in without even looking and saying, oh, well, the universe will look after me. I mean, it's true, the universe will look after you, but that's why the universe has given you eyes. Do you understand what I'm saying? So make sure you open your eyes and look. And how do you look? You look from your intuition, from your heart. Not by being fearful or thinking about all the other times something's gone wrong when you've tried to start a new thing or whatever. So they're saying 7 of Cups is about being intuitive. So make a little bit of space. Make a little bit of time so that you can connect with your intuition. So this can be just being mindful when you're in the shower or when you know, whatever. You don't have to say, right, I've got to do a guided hour-long meditation every day, and there's nothing wrong with that. In fact, that's fantastic if you can. The problem with having such a structured idea is that for some people this means they put it off, and this card does suggest there is a chance for procrastination. So you don't want to do that. You want to be able to make a good decision about this new beginning. Because if you don't, it could cause you some inconvenience. So, you know, make sure that you make some sort of time to be mindful, because that will help you. Your spirit, your intuition will guide you to the right answer, but you've got to give it time to come through. If your mind is chattering all the time, you won't be able to hear what they're telling you or suggesting to you to do. Thank you, number 3s. I'll see you tomorrow on a private reading. In the meantime, please like and subscribe. Hi, number 4s. Hope you're great. So your daily love message to move your relationship forwards, whether you're in a relationship or single, what do you need to do? Okay, so this is very interesting because you've got the Hanged Man in reverse. So with the other cards, I feel like for some of you, you need to press pause. Some of you are stressed out and you're trying to push a relationship or to find a relationship, and you're freaking yourself out, you're stressing yourself out, and you need to press pause. For some of you, you've been in this sense of perpetual pause forever, and you feel like, when will this end? Okay, and the reality is that it's going to end fairly soon, this sense of this constant pause. And I think, to be honest with you, in a strange way, I think most of you will resonate with both of those explanations of the Hanged Man in reverse, because in some ways you feel manic about the fact that it's not moving, perhaps, or some aspect of it is not going the way you want, and it's making you really frustrated. Some of you, but then at the same time, you know, yes, you wanting to you need to press pause on your mind chatter, but then at the same time, the whole situation has felt to be in pause forever. So the point is that this will end soon. This sense of frustration that is causing you to feel burned out or irritated or whatever will end soon. They're asking you to open your heart. That is the key. That is the solution. Open your heart. Be open-hearted. Be prepared to connect, you know, and to listen through your heart, you know. And it's not about lovey-dovey emotion heart. I mean, from that core space, that heart space, that this is where you will receive, you know, that guidance and information. So you need to just come from that true, honest, centered part of you, and you can get in contact with this by just doing some meditation, being in nature, doing what you love to do, you know, and being in that joyful place. So if you really struggle to get there, just do things that bring you joy. It's as simple as that. It's not always easy, but the solution to it is really very simple. Okay. The Two of Wands says there's a lot of potential and prosperity here, but there's still things to be put in place before this can move forward. So it's frustrating as it is, you know, there's still plans and pieces that need to come into place before things can move forward. But this card can, and I feel is, suggesting that there is potential for this to be a positive partnership, or for you to find a positive partnership if you're single. But there's still some pieces to come into place. Divine timing is at play here, and also you taking actions to you or the other person taking actions to kind of put things into place so that things can move forward. There are still things that need to happen, but it's just a waiting game. You will get there. So hope this makes sense. So much love, number 4s. I'll see you tomorrow or on a private reading. In the meantime, see you soon, guys.